hopefully you're with us. We're with us, so we had to back up the files. Tip comes off Tori Gass for the T-Birds. Shaylee Gleave in the paint, loses the handle out of bounds. Be Manila Mustang basketball.
Yeah, this should be a great matchup. And here we are on the championship side.
Absolutely.
And it's always been great. The second day on the championship side is always this exciting event where you're seeing who's going to go to that semifinal game. That's the big, one of the, obviously, everyone wants to be there.
Absolutely. Inlet to Reed. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor, picked up by Catron. Collette loses the handle out of bounds.
So Collette's going to have to play strong for the Manila Mustangs to make this a game today. Manila is coming off a pretty good year, only losing to Rich and St. Joe during the year. They've got a good team, a lot of hustlers. They're going to have to get a lot to take on the team that's coming in as number 1. Is that correct, out of Region 20 because of how they handle the tournament?
Right. Regular season, Piute was number 2. 3-point basket by Kiara Gleave. But they did a good job in that region tournament, able to pull out the tournament championship. And that left side is Henry. Up top, that's Hollinger.
Yeah, Hollinger and Catron's going to have to come up and stop that three-pointer if they're going to have a chance in this game.
Right. Last night, Whitney Westwood, number 12 for the T-Birds, she had a great game. And Shaylee Gleave also had a great game last night. So Tori Gass gets tied up there by Collette.
Yeah, Collette hustled in there as soon as the ball came down on the floor, got after it, was able to tie that up. And my mistake on the guard line, they've got number 1, Henry, up there for the Mustangs as well. That's who needs to come up and stop Cleve on that 3. They had to scouted that and known that she can hit that shot. Since her family's been hitting that shot for years, right?
Exactly. And just out of the reach, tipped away by Westwood. Looking into Collette, off the glass, she scores.
And I think I mentioned that before. Collette's going to have a big game today between her and Catron. Catron still isn't 100% with that knee injury last year, missing that year.
Yeah, it hurt her.
But she's still a strong player.
She is, and she played really well yesterday. But you can tell at times she kind of limps with that brace on.
There's another big family name in 1A ball. Her brothers have pulled down a couple of state championships.
Yeah, it's Reed. Number 12 is Hollinger. So Reed right side. No, Henry. Sorry, Henry's number 1.
Henry. Reed's playing the middle.
Right. Yeah, Reed's number 2.
Yeah. Reed comes in with a lot of experience for this team too.
Ball stripped away by Westwood, and a reach-in foul going to go to Reed.
It's too bad for Reed. I think it was Catron that might have caught some contact on that.
Yeah.
Reed picked up the foul.
Emily Catron and Rebecca Collette and Ashley Hollinger all average right around 8 points a game, Gary. And then Reed, she's pushing 12 points a game. So they pretty even scoring for their top 4.
Reed was their high scorer last year as well. Yes. She had to come in and fill that spot with Emily out of the loop with her injury last year.
Hollinger into Reed, turnaround jumper in the paint, good.
Great pass from Hollinger, I guess is who passed that off to Reed. Great job and seeing her.
Tori Gass drives baseline. Shaylee Gleave to Kiara in the paint, and she's kind of tripped up there by Henry as she drives in.
The old pump fake and go to the hole. Works every time, right?
Shaylee inbounds. Kiera.
Boy, again, should have taken that shot, I would think. If you're going to leave him open there in the corner, Gleave, I would think would want that one.
Westwood baseline. Fakes. Dribbles towards the top. Kiera. Tori Gass. Bagley, 15-footer, top of the paint. No good. Rebound loose. Pulled out there by Collett.
Collett, great job on the rebound. Loose ball.
Cleared that out. Catron pushes up the floor. Henry. Reed.
Oh, nice.
Down to Collett.
Nice job, Reed. I tell you, that high-low right there, if more teams would understand how to work that particular play.
Absolutely.
Your big men or ladies.
Yeah, the
run
post
the high-low.
players. Yeah.
Post players run that high-low.
Westwood.
So hard to defend.
Shaylee Gleave bounces around and off. Rebound Tori Gass.
You know, there's that spot where you want your inside post players to be really aggressive, and Collett's almost, because she needs to stay in the game, and she's almost been a little bit too aggressive. She could have picked up another foul right there, and they just don't have the depth to afford that.
You're right. Gleave, three-point shot up. Good.
Nothing but net.
So the Gleave sisters each with one three-pointer apiece. So tie ball game, 6-6. Number 20 into the game for Mustangs. That's Samantha Hughes. Catron. Hollinger. Three-point shot. She'll match.
It's one of those shots that when they release doesn't look like it's going to go in. It goes in for her once in a while.
Gleave says, let's try that again. Rebound Westwood ties up Catron. Alternating possession will go to the Mustangs.
It's almost like Coach Hughes for the Mustangs. Looks like he's trying to play, going, if you're going to beat us, you are going to have to keep on sinking those threes.
Right.
Which is, an interesting approach.
Especially since
Piute shoots so well.
Well, they shoot well, and they're not really a dominant post, inside game. They do really well penetrating.
I tell you what, the Piute's getting hurt on the offensive boards right now.
Yeah.
That was 3 in a row right there. And that's why the lead is for the Mustangs.
Was that
that was
Collette that made that one?
I thought Reed pulled that
Reed
back
did.
down and put it in. Yeah.
Westwood, Gleave takes it in, and she's fouled by Reed.
Oh, they're going to call a jump ball.
Oh, wow.
Piute doesn't like that call.
Beat Piute ball, but Westwood, Bagley.
Once again, they're playing sagging 2-3 zone that lets that offside guard have an open 3, and he's just saying you're going to have to beat us outside. He's just tempting them.
Yeah, but they are recovering pretty quick. Gass drives in the paint, shoots over the top of Collett, and a rebound foul going to go against Tori Gass.
So far, the height for the Mustangs.
Michaela Gonder checks in. Collett will take a breather. Right side, number 20, Samantha Hughes. Catron, 3, no good. Rebound, Gleave out to Kiera Gleave. Last night, T-Birds pushed the ball up the floor so well against ICS. Layup after layup after layup.
Well, and once again, of course, don't get me going on that.
No.
Why a team like Bryce Valley isn't in this tournament, so we'll just leave that alone, I guess.
Yeah. It's the Region 20 tournament. Bryce Valley's number 3 all season.
Right.
And got beat that first day by Escalante. And then I'll tell you, Wayne County played so well in that region tournament to beat the Mustangs in that third game. Katron pushes it the other way, and
when as a freshman and a sophomore, Emily would have taken that to the hole and scored. She's trying to get that injury to come back, or actually come back from the injury, and just not quite 100%, but still plays very well, handles the ball so well, and knows the court very well.
Lob over the top to Katron. Reed drives baseline. Katron underneath, scored.
Great assist by Reed to Katron.
Shaylee Gleave shoots, and she's fouled.
Mike, a lot of people was asking me yesterday who in the world was on the mic. Why don't you announce yourself? Who handled the announcing yesterday? Both of you and
Dave
Mr.
Tebbs.
Yeah.
Mike Altstrom, Dave Tebbs yesterday. Just a couple rednecks like to get behind the mic. 3-point basket by Westwood.
Again, they're just tempting them to take that shot. They're hugging in and.
Yeah. Cross court, Katron drives in the paint. Kind of lost the handle.
Yeah. Knew she had to shoot it because she was out of time, but couldn't quite get that one to go down. Lead at the end of the first quarter, 13-9, Mustangs.
Well, Gary, we got some great sponsors from the Piute area. Bullseye Pest Control. Left side, Hullinger. Up top, Henry back in the game. Ball tipped away to Reed. Now she gets it down low to call it for 2.
That's where the Piute struggling is that post play.
And Piute really just doesn't match up as well. Again, they've got a smaller lineup. They really do. They do have a Paige Jessen, a sophomore, who's not on the floor, but that's their only big girl. The rest of them are 5'6", 5'7". Bagley misses. Rebound Katron. She'll push it the other way.
Now the one thing Manila's doing well is because what Piute's going to have to do is run the ball and run it hard. And Reed misses an easy one there from 10 feet.
Tori Gass, Shaylee Gleave, and they're going to get Katron. Call it before the shot.
We wanted a continuation on the Piute side there, didn't they?
Yeah. It's close, but
that actually was pretty close. That could have been called as good. So, but that's what they're going to have to do. Piute taking it to the hole as hard as they did just now. Yeah. That's going to have to continue for them to counter.
Everything from cross-country skiing. Inbound to Tori Gass, misses shot. Rebound Kiera, and she misses. And the board pulled down by Hullinger.
Yeah, now
pass ahead, just through the hands of Henry. T-Birds come up with it. Westwood. Tori Gass fakes, has it taken away. Pulled up by Collett.
But they're attacking. They're going to have to keep doing that.
They will.
Their quickness is going to have to counter the post.
In the region championship game down there, Piute T-Birds trailed by about 12, 15 points at halftime. It was 5-19, I think. And then they scored 13 points in the third quarter and 38 points in the fourth to come back and win.
38?
To come back and win in overtime.
Wow.
So don't count these Piute T-Birds out, even if they're down by a bunch. Katron saves it in. Call it.
I think we all agree on that you're not going to see them. This is going to be a tight game.
Reed traveled. She jumped and twisted and moved.
It's one of those, she knew what move she was going to do.
Yeah.
She just moved a little bit too quick.
Cross court, Shaley to Bagley.
Boy, Bagley might have got off on the push off on that one.
Good stiff arm.
She's giving a good stiff arm to Emily.
A running back would be proud of her.
Absolutely. Her coach is proud of her right now because that's hardly ever called.
Yeah.
But it's a great move to clear herself.
Westwood, fake shot, dribbles up top. Kiara Gleave, she'll get that three-point shot off, just rims out. Pulled down by Reed.
In that sagging 2-3 zone, that shot's going to be open all day long.
Hughes.
And
Catron back to Hughes up top.
Assuming Hughes is probably related to the coach. Some names, just like in both these regions, it's so fun to watch as these young kids that come in. Oh,
Catron, Shaylee Gleave just steps right in front of that, and she'll lay that in for 2.
That'll bring them back in a hurry, that kind of play. Stills up top and
get a good fast break bucket.
Piute's going to need to rely on that.
Isn't it the second play? It's the second quarter, isn't it?
It is the second quarter. They just don't have it up there.
Rebound and put back by Reed.
It's the second quarter on my sports guys, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. I'm like, I looked up at that clock and I'm like, it still says quarter 1. Westwood, Shaylee Gleave, Tori Gass.
Well, everything but that one three-pointer has come from just underneath the basket post play for Manila. Yeah,
they just are getting that ball in low, getting second chance opportunities. Ball kind of knocked in the air, pulled out of there by Reed. Defended by Tori Gass and Kiera. Timeout.
That was a great call by the Manila coach because they were in trouble. Piute was taking a risk there, leaving all four girls right up there. But it was going to work out for him, I think, if they hadn't called the timeout there.
Yeah, they had her kind of trapped and frustrated.
Well, we have a tight game here at 17-11. And which it should be in this championship bracket. It's always fun. The second night, the excitement to see who's going to get that semifinal game.
Absolutely.
Coming in, just to remind our viewers, Piute did end up winning their tournament, Region 20 tournament. And like I said, Manila, the 2 losses they have on this season is St. Joe and Rich. I'm not sure. The Cameron win was a good win. That's a pretty good school from up there in Wyoming. Pinedale, good win there. Mountain View. Some big schools up there, 2A and 3A in Wyoming.
Right.
But yeah, they coming in, showing strong so far in this game. And Piute certainly coming in strong as the winner of that tournament.
Drop down as Kiara Gleave drops down and gets in front of that ball that they're trying to get in there to call it.
Coach Westwood trying to extend that zone a little bit and get up there and get some steals. Hopefully getting their quickness with some easy layups.
Screen from Reed, taken away by Shaylee Gleave.
There's one of me wanted right there.
That's a moving.
Yeah, Hughes is going to get called on that every time.
Yeah, that's.
And that's why you want a fast break, because it's so hard to defend.
Absolutely.
To pick up an offensive foul is so tough, and if you don't try that, then you're going to have an easy layup.
Shaylee's good from the line.
Nice looking shot from a well-trained family. 13-17, closing in on the lead. Is Piute Thunderbirds, and they get another turnover. It's a half court. trap of somewhat, and it's working for him. 17-13, bringing this game close.
Tori Gass, left side to Bagley, to Shaylee Gleave, back to Gass, drives in, tries to drop it down. Catron not going to let it happen, just jumps right in there in front of it.
Boy, still picks it up. He's got the numbers, just kicks it over.
Blocked from behind by Bagley and fouled. That's Collett going to the foul line.
And I'm not sure she got her arm, but that's one of those things where the coach tries to tell you, don't come down
Don't
like
swat.
that. Just don't swat it. Just block it and try to hold on to it. And that's what Coach Westwood reached out there and told him.
First shot off the mark.
Good foul, because that was probably going to be an easy 2 there. Good adjustment by Piute, making it a little bit tougher for Manila to get their set offense.
Collett just Catron slips right in and just comes out of there with that ball and puts it back up and in.
Nice smart play by Catron on that one. Emily did a good job.
Kiara Gleave just reaches in and rips that ball away. Tori Gass, 12-footer, no good. Rebound Kiara, and she's fouled by Hollinger.
Yes.
Hollinger, probably not Hollinger, huh?
Hollinger, I guess. So, yeah. From what we understand.
I've been known to mispronounce a name or two over the years.
Yeah, me too. Good old mysportsguys.com has done that many times.
So 1 of 2 for Kiara Gleave. Pass to Reed. They've got numbers. Bagley over the top of Collett. Bagley didn't know quite which way to go. It was 4-on-1. A good pass is an easy bucket.
Yeah, I think she went to the right one. Just there was the younger player and at least less experience, and just got a little too excited.
Kiara drives in the paint, scoops it up, and scores.
That's a 4-point turnaround that was huge. Manila had a chance to create a little distance there, unable to. Another timeout now called by Coach Hughes. They're having a hard time handling the half-court and the full-court press.
The 2 Gleave girls out here playing for the T-Birds. Jump ball, alternating possession, go to the T-Birds. But it's getting to be that time of year you need to get your trees trimmed before spring starts. This is the time of year to trim them. Give Marty Gleave a call.
Okay, once again, the Piute Thunderbirds, this half-court and full-court press is working very well for them, keeping them in this game. Little miscommunication on that one. Goes out of bounds.
Shaylee thought she was going to zig, and Kiara zagged.
19-16 with 1:40 left. I want to thank Jonathan Lee and Derek Anderson bringing you mysportsguys.com here. With Gary McKee on the mic here with you, but we've kind of taken over and done a wonderful job. The quality of your screen has just gotten much better over the last couple years, and it was just a joy to watch yesterday. And just want to thank those guys for all the hard work they're doing on that.
Absolutely, they do a great job. So that's foul goes to Bagley. Now Paige Jessen checks in. She's just a sophomore, and pass into Collett and scores.
Boy, she ripped that out. That was a big play for Collett.
Gleave, yes, back to Shaylee Gleave, Westwood. Kiara Gleave takes it in, blocked, follows her shot, gets her own rebound.
Oh, great job.
Puts it back up and in.
That was a big turnaround because Manila got that stop and was going to be headed in the locker room with a good lead. Now it's only a 3-point lead and could get
Henry
even more.
Almost taken away by Kiara Gleave. 50.5 seconds to go in the first half.
Manila really wanting to get a some points on the board here to keep their momentum.
Catron to Henry. To Hollinger. Back to Henry. Catron. They're looking into Reed. Hollinger back to Henry, looking into Reed again. Ball taken away.
And there's their
and a foul.
And a foul. They're going to be shooting.
That'll put her at the line 1-1, won't it?
And she's been nothing but net on her last couple of shots. That'd be a big turnaround for Piute, being down 6 or 7.
Yeah, if they can go into halftime down 1 after trailing by as many as 6 or 7.
Well, they could end up with the lead if they get one more stop in 25 seconds.
First one's good.
Manila really needs to come out of this possession with a score just to keep their momentum.
Second one's good. Into Henry. Trapped. Just throws it up in the air.
Yeah, that's
Reed. That'll be down underneath the basket. No foul shots on that one. Piute needs to be careful this time because the last thing they want to do is send them to the line shooting a 1-and-1.
With 18 seconds left. But they had one to give, and good foul, good aggressive play. Boy, I'd want to get that ball to either Reed or Catron.
Stolen away by Shaylee Gleave. Tori Gass, loose. Collins comes out of there with it. Blocked by
no
Jessen. Ball loose again.
No call. Oh, my. Yeah, Manila's not liking that one. And then Piute don't like the no call on the jump ball. 2 seconds left.
Over the top, Catron, 3-point shot, high, almost falls back down in. So 21-20 after a half.
This is just how we like it.
I'd much rather have a close game.
Yeah, 21-20. Manila fought hard that first half. Thunderbird just showed how good a team they are to fight back, and so this game is far from over.
Absolutely.
Great half of basketball.
Absolutely. So first half scores, Whitney Westwood had 3. Shaylee Gleave had 9, Kiara Gleave had 8 for the T-Birds. And for the Mustangs, Reed had 6, Hollinger has 3. Bagley drains a bucket, huh?
Yeah.
Her first points of the ball game. Steal by Westwood. Off the glass for 2. That was pretty good of her. She tucked that ball completely out of Catron's reach as Catron went by and then laid it up. She pulled. I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose, but if it was on purpose, it was pretty good.
Of course it was on purpose.
Right. So Catron has 4 points so far in the ball game. Collett has 8. And
how many we have with Reed?
Reed has 6.
Manila really struggling with their ball handling and passing. And just taking advantage of that is the Thunderbirds. Momentum definitely shifted to the Thunderbirds right here when them, of course, with the lead. And there goes another steal.
Yeah, they're just anticipating that pass to the wing. Kiara Gleave hard off the rim, uncharacteristically, but she's able to jump back in there and tie her up. She gets in, Hollinger, just, that's so hard. It's
just
natural.
The habit of wanting to pull it down. And
just pull it down to your waist, and you just expose yourself. You gotta, we work with our 5th, 6th graders 3 times a week in the morning. Chin that ball.
Yeah.
Take it to your chin. Keep it away from everybody. Ball tipped again. Call it for 2.
And if they can ever get it down the paint, they're causing some havoc for Piute. But boy, is it hard for them to get it down the paint now with that adjustment that Coach Westwood made.
It's going to be a blocking foul on Catron.
So that's her second foul. That could prove to be a costly foul for them.
Tori Gass wide open.
Catron took the ball fake to the corner and left Gass wide open.
Catron gives to Hollinger. Henry. Left side back to Catron. Pressured.
Again.
Taken away by Westwood. She's got Kiara Shaylee Gleave misses, and Westwood goes up and fouled by
Henry, it looks like.
You can give that to Henry?
Oh, no.
Nope.
You're right.
Reed.
And that's her second. If either one of those players go out, Reed or Emily Catron, puts Manila in a world of hurt. They're in a world of hurt already with the momentum and ball handling and passing. Just can't seem to get past the quickness of the Thunderbirds now.
Second one's good. So an 8-2 run to start. Steal under the basket by Gass, and she shoots over the top. So when she needs to just square up or pull it back out, knocked away, bounce pass, nice passes.
Yeah, I don't know what else they're going to have to do, but they're going to have to keep that Emily's hands to bring that up. And I don't know if they need to set two of their post players in the middle and just go back and forth to Emily from the post, let her handle the ball. Boy, Panguich and Rich, that was a tough game yesterday, wasn't it?
That was a nail biter all the way. Opportunity for Panguich to win that one at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Tori Gass shuffled her feet. I was going to say that.
Thought she was going to get away with it, but she doesn't. Boy, and they pulled the press off. Interesting move by Coach Westwood. Still got his half court on.
That one. Catron gets her own rebound, puts it up. Wow.
Like Manila might have got away with a foul on that first one. I think Catron had a good jump ball move.
Catron did. I think Collett reaching around from the backside probably got her a little. But no call, no foul.
So
Kiara Gleave into Bagley. Nice post move from Bagley.
So Westwood just changing things up and goes to his extended half court. Still working for him.
Reed. Hollinger back into Reed. Dribbles it off of Kiara's leg out of bounds. Be Mustang basketball.
Gleave doing a good job of getting down on the post. Reed was sure she was going to have an open layup on that. They closed out.
From Hollinger with a bucket. I just don't know. Escalante can play really well, and they're kind of streaky. Pass into Kiara Gleave, fouled by Reed.
I'm going to pick Escalante by 10 right now.
And I think they could. What I worry about is the big number 3, and I can't remember her name, for Leighton Christian.
Yeah, she's a good player.
She's a good player. She averages over 18 points a game, and I don't know that Escalante's really got an answer for her.
Has either one of the Gleaves missed a free throw today?
Kiara missed one. She missed one of her first 2.
Well, I jinxed her.
She 2 of 4 for Kiara so far from the line. In give and go to the corner, and Catron will go to the line.
With 4 minutes left in the third, we don't have either team with a player with 3 fouls yet, right? As I can tell, so. Emily gets that one to go down, closes the gap, 31-28, 3-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Looks like Manila may try a press of their own.
Excuse me, yeah.
Emily makes them both. No, they're just getting an early setup on defense. 2-point game.
Westwood.
This is just a great.
Bagley drives baseline, almost lost the handle.
Nice one-hand pass, and ends up getting 2 points out of it. She saved that on the baseline, and one hand flips it.
It's Tori Gass with the bucket. Reed on the wing, drives with the right into the middle. Call it, baseline, jumper good.
Well, Collins was strong underneath. Now, Thunderbirds wanted to travel on that.
Kiara Gleave drives in, goes around, call it, rebound, call it.
Boy, nice strong move by Collett to pull down that rebound.
Absolutely.
So the Mustangs with a chance to tie it.
Bounce
Reed
past the corner, Reed, back to Catron, ball loose, jump ball.
We've had a scat of those in this one, haven't we?
You know, both these teams, neither one of them want to lose. That's kind of an obvious statement, but they show it on the floor. They both hustle, dive in after loose balls.
Yeah, I can't remember when Manila's been to a semifinal game, and I'm sure they want this to.
Hughes blocked, and she gets that over the top somehow to.
That was a pass, wasn't it?
You know, it probably. Sure, it was.
No, I think it was a block shot that ended up being a pass.
Yeah.
33-33 ties up the ball game. And again, like I said, Manila has not gotten to a semifinal game. I don't know when. And
baseline shot by Shaylee Gleave, good.
Thunderbirds trying to do all they can to make sure that doesn't happen.
You know, that's one of the neat things about that. But both games were good games. Pass knocked away, picked up by Shaylee Gleave. Tori Gass in the paint for two.
Great hustle by the Thunderbirds. And they pick up a 4-point lead coming out of that timeout.
Bounce pass in to Hughes. Gass coming from behind. And Westwood.
You could just see that all the way down. It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, both they were kind of paralleling her, one on each side, and she's paying attention to Gleave on the left.
Too much dribbling. And
Shaylee Gleave for 25 feet.
I mean, here we were tied at 33, and all of a sudden Manila's dug him a hole. 7-point lead here, 33-40.
You know, and I wondered if that's not what Coach Westwood was trying to do, was throw that press on, take it on, throw it off, you know.
Right.
Catron with the bucket. Nice penetration by Catron. I thought for a second Bagley might get a foul because she really swatted at that ball.
Well, they're leaving her open again, and thought she's going to drill that.
Ball loose. Jump ball. Piute ball. Alternating possession in their favor.
Thought maybe for a second Reed might be injured. That would not be good for the Mustangs.
Shaylee to Whitney Westwood. To Kiara. Ball tipped away by Catron. Goes the other way. Saved in, but
what did he just call? Oh,
he was pointing.
Somebody was on the out of bounds when they hit it. I got you. Okay. Well, they're getting
over the top to Catron. Shaylee Gleave Catron gets past Shaylee. Kicks to Hughes, baseline 18-footer. Rebound Shaylee Gleave. She'll push it up the other way. Got to get past Catron though, and that's a hard thing to do. Kiara drives in the paint, shoots it up, no good. Rebound Catron.
Catron needs to keep on handling that ball and get down. She's got two wide open players. Good foul. Great foul. Because that was nothing but trouble for Thunderbirds there.
54 seconds to go, third quarter.
I mean, after being down 7, that would have put them within 3, just like that. That was a great foul.
That's Whitney's third foul, though.
Well, maybe not so great.
Do you know what the story is behind the red towel they hand back and forth as they check in for each other?
I sure don't.
I've wondered if there's a story behind that. Pass over the top.
I'm sure there is, but I don't know it.
Hughes. Hollinger.
Boy, just barely.
Catron. I don't know. It looked like she
wanted to travel, and then Manila wanted to foul. So he had a lot of people yelling.
Both fans yelling. It's like, well, do you give the travel or the foul? Or no harm, no foul.
Right, just keep on rolling.
Bounce pass underneath the call it.
Good job by Mustangs being patient, trying to find the open.
Trying to get the last shot, I think. Drive in the paint. Henry shot up. Just off the mark. Ball loose again. Picked up by Shaylee.
6 seconds.
Tori Gass ahead to Shaylee Gleave. Crosses over, scoops, and they're going to get Hollinger on a foul. Two shots. That's Hollinger's second.
So a big foul, and good job by Gass. Is that Gass?
Gass got the steal, and then Gleave.
Gleave. Of course, she's throwing down her free throws. Oh, jinxed her again.
That'll do it for the third quarter. 6-point lead for the T-Birds. Interesting thing here, Gary. Tori Gass came out with 8 points in that second half.
Logo, and we'll get it on there. Doesn't matter the size.
Catron, Hollinger, Henry, Reed drives, kicks to Catron, gets around the defender. Oh, a little bit of a gamble there as Hollinger came around, loses the handle.
Just
picked up by Westwood.
That's been the nightmare for Mustangs all day long.
Mental error by Hollinger. Kiara Gleave, Westwood. Back to Gass, fakes, goes in, blocked by...
Pyatt's going to pick up the foul.
She's blocked by... Call it, yeah. That's Tori Gass's fourth foul. There's a mountain range down there by Escalante, down by me, called the Collets.
Well, there you go.
I should be able to remember that name. That's Henry. In to Collett. Out to Henry. Ball tipped.
You just find the Mustangs are just
the fifth foul on Tori Gass.
It's been their Achilles heel for the Mustangs, that slow pass that is telegraphed, and the Thunderbirds just jumping all over it.
So Paige Jessen will check in. I figured that's where they.
That was her fifth.
Yeah,
she
got her fourth just a second ago.
And boy, that's could be a huge turning point in the game.
You know, Paige Jessen will come in and give them some good minutes, but Gass definitely has the speed advantage. Reed blocked from behind by Paige.
Good clean
Jessen.
Trying to get that momentum back after the loss of one of their main players. Great block and good momentum shift.
Bagley brings it back up top. Kiara Gleave, Shaylee takes it to 10 feet, drains it.
She is a shooter, just pure shooter.
She's fun to watch because she's smooth. She's got good form. You know, not a real big girl or anything, but man, she plays tough, aggressive, quick basketball. I'm not afraid to make her teammates better. Rims in.
That was a bank shot, wasn't it? Didn't that come off the bank?
And then rolled around about 3 times.
So a huge shot by Emily. 43-38, 6 minutes left. That was a huge point for Manila. The game was about ready to get away from them.
They gave her 3 on that, didn't they?
I believe so, yeah, because they were down 8, I think.
Shaylee Gleave with the rebound. Kiera shot. Back off the iron. Rebound Westwood.
Manila just seems to be letting up on those boards. And that's where they were just, they look a little tired out there.
Yeah, they were definitely rebounding better earlier. Shaylee Gleave for three. Rebound Paige Jessen.
They're just killing them on the boards.
Out of bound off Manila.
It might be a good time for Coach Hughes to take a timeout and give him a breather. It's he just doesn't have the depth to replace them all.
5 offensive boards there.
5 offensive boards by a team that's much shorter, or at least a little shorter.
Westwood looks. Baseline drive, Kiera Gleave. Shot up, blocked by Collett. Catron has it stripped away by Shaylee. To Kiera for a lay-in.
Huge turn of events there. They could have got within 3. Now they're back down 7. 5 minutes left.
That's Henry. Hollinger. Back to Henry. Up top. Collett, or Catron. Henry, 18-footer just over the top. Rebound. Collett swatted by Jessen. Westwood, 3-on-2 opportunity here. Scoops and scores.
Great job taking to the hole.
I kept thinking she's going to bring that this left side, and takes it in. 4:26 to go. T-Birds out to their biggest lead, 9-point lead, 47-38.
4.5 left with that substitution. That's a huge.
Yeah, that's. I thought there'd be a little bit of a letdown there, but 2 unbelievably crucial blocks by Paige Jessen kind of sparked them on, because I think both of those they ended up going down scoring on, Gary.
Yep.
FiberLink high-speed internet by South Central Communications, Wilson and Wetton Orthodontics. Hollinger looked at that shot. I thought she was going to take it. Left side, Catron dribbles, kicks to Hollinger. She does. Off the front iron, out of bounds. You know, one thing, I don't know, you were watching at home yesterday, but I don't know if you noticed, these 3-point lines, I think, are throwing these girls for a loop.
It is, because they're just used to, and especially where the college one is brighter.
Yeah, it's a darker line.
The other line is just blending in too much to that floor, and it certainly is. No, you guys mentioned that yesterday, and that's definitely the case.
You know, that one there, she's a foot behind the college 3-point line that hits off the front of the rim. Well, if she's up to the other line, probably goes in.
Right.
Westwood, Piute slowing it down a little bit. They lead by 9.
Well, smart play. You have 3.5 left. You're up 9. There's no sense in taking it in.
They're good foul shooters, Westwood.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out of their zone. They're just going to.
Kiera Gleave drives it in, steps around, Collett, scores.
Yeah, 49-38. I hate to call a game this quick, but with 3 minutes left, I just don't know if they got the firepower to come back from that with Manila.
Catron drives in, blocked again by Jessen. Jessen just absolutely doing her job, coming in on relief for Tori Gass and doing a great job. 3 blocks.
Absolutely, it's huge.
That's a reach in on Hollinger.
Yeah, they're going to have to, because they're going to have 2 more fouls before they can even stop the clock.
Yeah, they got to get this 2 more to get to the bonus.
Now, the only thing is on this is you hope that your team goes for a steal here, because you might just get it going aggressive, not just hacking at them.
Westwood picks up her dribble. Now
double teaming right there, and it should have been jumping up, double teaming. You got to start acting like you're 9 points behind here.
Gleave, 18-footer, good.
So a 3-point game now is just getting blown wide open to 13.
Ball loose on the floor. Call it. Loose still. Loose out of bounds off of Reed.
2:12 left. You know, you mentioned your sponsors. Let me just tell the people watching these games, please use the people that sponsor these events. we can't bring you these events without the sponsors. If you need their services, make sure and use them, not somebody that's not sponsoring your kids.
Yeah. These are sponsors. They care about your kids. They want to be involved, want to help you, and absolutely. I know I do that. I try my best to, if I've got someone that's supporting my kids or a sponsor for these tournaments, I stop and gas my truck up there instead of the other spot. Steal away by Reed. Westwood letting her go to the hole.
I don't know how long it's been since they've scored.
Jessen got away with,
almost
got away with an extra stop. Piute's got to be smart here, Gary. 11 points. That's quite a lead, but that's not.
Well, that's just what Coach
insurmountable.
Westwood, I'm guessing, is going to say right now. Is going, hey, all we got to do, we can have this game won. You just take care of the ball and make them foul you. That's all you got to do. No sense in getting a hurry ever.
Yeah, exactly. Wilson and Wetton Orthodontics. I don't know how many of you out there have tried to get your kids to the dentist, but Wilson and Wetton have made it easier. They're open on Saturday. Schedule an appointment today, 586-8980. Out in Cold Hollow Development. Cold Hollow Project, helping build our rural Utah communities, one family at a time. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, the power of human connection. Good luck to all schools. Garcane Energy. Complete Family Dental from people who care. That's Penguich Dental, Dr. Sean D. Parkin, right there in Penguich. Call for an appointment today, 676-2443. And Ruby's Inn, right there, Gateway City to Bryce, or Gateway Resort to Bryce Canyon National Park. Ruby's Inn. This week's their winter festival, Gary. Cross-country skiing. They've got ski biathlon with archery shoot. They've got canoeing, photography lessons, classes, art classes.
Yeah, and all you people out there that need a break from the winter, that sounds like a great place to go and get it done.
Absolutely. Kiara Gleave to Westwood. Back to Kiara, or to Shaley, and Westwood's going to be fouled by Henry.
Well, a minute 20 left, 11-point lead. It's going to be a tough one. They're going to need some threes and some quick shots, and now a 12-point lead.
They're going to need Piute to miss a free throw or two down the stretch. And they're generally pretty good from the foul line.
Obviously.
Although I think they've missed 3 or 4. They've been one of 2 the last 3 times the line. A high dribble and a carry by Reed. A lot of pressure there. That you got to attribute that directly to the defense.
Absolutely.
Shaylee Gleave right on her hip, not really pushing her, just right in her hip pocket. Kiara Gleave passes it high in the air. Catron, 1:05 to go in the ball game. 3-point shot up by Hollinger, short.
And again, did you see where she shot from?
A foot behind the college line.
Yeah, and she's wondering why she's a foot short, and she's shooting the wrong shot.
Tries to get that through and does. Kiara to Page to Bagley. Good quick ball movement, jump ball, alternating possession T-Birds.
And as Coach Westwood, that's what she'd want to see. I know they missed that, but that's the kind of ball movement, that's the shot you want to take at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's about the only shot you want to take.
True.
Just if you can get a layup like that or go to the line shooting 2, you'll take it. But other than that, no reason to risk long shots and long rebounds, giving off fast break opportunities. So the next game on the schedule, Escalante and Layton Christian, should be another decent game.
Yeah, coming. Unless you guys want to sponsor your teams, info@mysportsguys.com. Get some sponsorship in here. If your teams aren't getting sponsored, call in or just email in. Send us your logo or just email what you want us to say about you, and we'll get you on here and supporting these kids and get you some great coverage as well. My own business, I use this big time, and it works. There's more people that watch this. There's as many people that watch 1A events as General Conference on Deseret News. I mean,
really?
It's huge.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It is.
I mean, and so it's a great time to get your business on there. So info@mysportsguys.com. 30 seconds left.
Westwood, 13-point lead for the T-Birds, taken away by Hollinger. Westwood kind of partially blocked it and then blocked out and should get fouled. That'll do it for sure. I think the hay's in the barn there, Gary.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think it was a little while ago.
You called it a little while ago, and I just didn't quite have the courage to do so, but you're right. And this really, Manila's a good team. They really are. Piute T-Birds, I expected them to come out and play like they did the second half earlier. I kind of expected a 10, 12-point ball game.
Yeah, well, again, it was a great adjustment by Piute. Manila was basically dominating that first half. Then the second half of the second quarter, they make that adjustment, figuring out that ball handling is where the Manila Mustangs are going to be in trouble. And there's really no sense in fouling here, I don't think. It's a 12-point lead. You can figure out how to make a point per second when you're down 12. Now, if you're down 3, it's different.
Yeah, 3, 5, you might have a chance, but.
And just to cover the whole thing is there's what I talk about is people that watch that General Conference online. Most of them watch TV.
Watch it online on Deseret News.
It's a big one for them. These events, and that's why Deseret News supports this. And your business needs to jump in there and take advantage of it.
David and I, we did the Region 20 tournament. I mean, that's the Region 20. You're talking 7 girls teams, and we had almost 4,000 viewers a day for the 2 days of that tournament.
And you find me some other way for your business to find 4,000 people. Great job by Manila and great job by the Piute Thunderbirds. Piute Thunderbirds headed to the semifinal game tomorrow